unlike Ian, I don't own a watch, so I'm going to use my phone as for the time, so I don't run over. But unlike Stornoway Trust, we only have ownership for 9 years, well, almost 9 years. 9 years on the 3rd of December next month. The whole thing has been going an awful lot longer than that. It took 13 years to get to the ownership of the estate. I'm certainly not really going to go into that just now because it's a huge, it'd certainly take more than 8 minutes. So that took 13 years of our lives to get to there. But we got ownership, and to get ownership we have a lot of people to thank for that, and have thanked them before. But Scottish Land Unit, particularly Sandra Holmes, I don't know if Sandra's here today, I haven't seen her, but particularly Sandra and others helped us immensely. We got significant help from government, laws changed, what have you. Colonel and Ian gave significant help, as did various other bodies and individuals, and we got huge support within the community. We had 3 community ballots over the course of the years, and each one of them approximately had about 80% support each time, and that was what was true. Well, we didn't require that amount of support, but it was good to get it because that helped the funders to support us. So Ian is the chair of Moawall Community Wind Farm Trust, and they helped us, basically the last brick in the wall, as they put it, to purchase the estate. And at a later date they gave us other additional funding that bridged us between when we got the estate. There was a number of leases on the estate that were had been there for years and had never been updated, so we went and updated them. We agreed terms with the 2 fish farms that's on the estate, the shore bases, and so that took us to a financial place where we weren't quite self-financing, but we weren't far away from it. But again, Moawall stepped in 2018, helped us out with support then, and since then we've been self-supporting financially, and we hope to remain that way. So we now have 3 employees, one of whom is sitting over there, Emma Mackenzie. She's our estate manager, and we rely very heavily on the support of Emma and her team. It's without them we couldn't move forward. We had a short time where we didn't have admin support, and that showed us how difficult life would be without. So we're glad to be in the position that we're in. We're not fantastically flush with money, but we have enough to keep the body and soul together on an annual basis now. So the trust, can't remember which year it was, but we bought the old care unit. Well, it wasn't that old, but the care unit that the council had. We converted that into 2 bedroom houses, so we rent them out social rent, and they've been full, apart from 1 week I think it is, or 2 weeks since we had them restored. We also bought the resource centre, which was part of the, was built in Kershire for Stalin, the Gaelic group, and they moved to Stornoway, and eventually we bought that off the council, and that's now our new home. We have one tenant in there at the minute, but the most important bit about it, or one of the most important bits about it, is we have quite a large room that is used for the community. For, like, so tonight there's a grazings committee going to meet in there, but we have dancing and we have all sorts of different activities. The historical group show films in it. It's used significantly now, and we have started looking at plans to extend this. It's just on the small side. It can take 40 or 50 people at a real squeeze, but we are looking to the future to extend this if we can, and if we can get the funding for it. We might be back at Maulevel Store again, you never know. But it's getting great community use. So the estate, as we all know in here, was bought for the community, and the community and the Crofting. Incidentally, for those that don't know, when we had ballots, we had 2 ballots at each time, one for the Crofters as per the legislation and one for the community, and both ballots came out each time almost identical, 79–80% support. And so we're now trying very hard to build on that support and encourage people to participate with Pairc Trust, either as directors or as volunteers, and coming and speaking to us, and to be as big a part in our community as possible. And it's very important to the directors that we are there for all, both community and crofters. So we're also, back in about 2017-18, we started looking into what's known as a pumped hydro storage scheme. It's on our website for anybody that cares to look at it. It has made, well, because of COVID and lack of money, first of all, it didn't really progress very much, but it's now starting to progress, and we hope that in the coming year or whatever, that we'll be going out to our community to update them where we are with that, and to take hopefully take that forward. So should that pump, I don't know whether people know what pump storage is, but basically it's a loch at a low level and a big hill beside it, and you pump the water from the loch up to the top of the hill and let it back down again, and it creates energy. It turns it into electricity, and you put it into the grid, and it's certainly not the cheapest option to do, but it's certainly a very eco-friendly way of doing it, and it's now receiving a lot of support and discussion. So we still don't know that it'll fly or not, but hey ho, we'll find that out in due course. And I'm running out of time here rapidly, by the way. without the crofters and the community, there's no point to community buyouts and the backing of the community. The community is so essential, and the crofters, to take these things forward. And we've put out a newsletter now to the community. It goes out on a monthly basis. It went out yesterday or the day before for this month, and that has been, so we are updating our community all the time with what we're doing, what we're up to, and other organisations, any organisation in or around Pairc, well, Pairc and Kinloch really, we encourage them to put information into it. That single small item has been very welcomed within the community. So I don't know that I'm now on 11 minutes. I'll stop at that. But even the 9 years of Pairc's ownership by the community would take an awful lot longer to talk about. So thank you very much.